Hi loves, welcome or welcome back. It's Bex Maria. On this video I'm going to show you nail inspo that I'm going to do on my client. It's summery, it's fun, and I'll be using blooming gel and butter yellow as well, which is quite popular. Her nails are already healthy from what I can see, so we didn't have to really do too much. I'm using 180 sanding band to remove the shine off all the nails. I did already push back the cuticles off screen. I'm so sorry, I completely forgot to start recording at that point. For now, I'm just going to remove all the shine and just like remove any cuticles as well. The speed is not too fast, you just have to be very gentle with it. You really have to be quite easy with the nail drill. It just needs to be quite slow, nothing too fast because you are working on natural nail. Removing the shine obviously creates this nice base for the Biab to adhere to. I'm using acetone to clean the nail dust as well. Off screen I did apply nail dehydrator and primer before I'm using this nice base coat from the gel bottle. I will cure it for 60 seconds to make sure the base coat has cured properly and thoroughly. To do the Biab, you want to start with a thin, really thin layer of Biab, and then go in with like a bit more Biab, like a ball, basically a tiny ball of Biab, starting from the cuticle area, and you just swoop it down to the tip of the nails. I use a thin liner brush to make sure the sides are sealed with Biab as well, and it's not too thick and it's not too thin either. There are many methods to apply Biab. I kind of go through many different ones during a Biab nail appointment. On this appointment I kind of used both just so I can show you there are different methods. I did the swiping motion for the pinky, and then for this nail I am going to use one, it's like a teardrop method where you basically create a teardrop from the cuticle area to the nail tip, and then you just use a thin liner brush to swipe on the sides of the nails. This will even it out, and also turning the finger around to allow gravity to create that nice shape, and also just to make sure that there's more Biab in the middle of the nail as opposed to the side of the nail. I hope I'm making sense, but what I'm showing you, hopefully it does add up to what I'm saying and this makes sense. If it doesn't, please let me know in the comments and I'll probably explain it again. What helps me go through Biab nail sessions quite quickly is doing 2 fingers at a time. As you can see, I did apply thin layers on both fingers, and then I'm going to go in with the teardrop method for the fingers as well, and then the swiping method for the other one. As you can see, like I've just been swapping around. It just depends how much Biab I do apply on each finger, and then I'll basically be like, okay, maybe I need to do this and then that. So it's just a judgment call really, what will work best, and whether you're applying too much Biab or whether you're not. You don't want it to be too thick because bear in mind you are going to apply gel polish on top. You don't want the nail to be too thick, you just want a nice thin layer. And of course, when Biab does dry, when you do cure it or flash cure it, it will be thicker. I don't know, does that make sense? I hope this makes sense. Honestly guys, sometimes when I do these voiceovers I'm like, I hope I'm explaining it properly, but please let me know in the comments. I can always, try to explain better or differently. To show you how I apply the thumb, so remember to apply a thin layer first. That's like the slipping layer, they call it. And then you'd want to use like a ball of Biab, not too much, not too little, from the cuticle area, and do the swiping motion down to the tip of the nails. That's it. And you can always turn the nail around for gravity to create that nice lush look for you, and then you cure it for 60 seconds. Yeah, so keep practicing that, and hopefully that will help you with your Biab application. It did take me a while to get this to this stage. Like, maybe it's still a learning progress, like I'm always still learning, so yeah, but it works. I've been doing Biab for a while now, and I think I've got to the point where I'm not doing it too thick and I'm not doing it too thin. Yeah, so progress, and I found that this method has helped me, especially with retention. Like, when I do my clients' nails, I don't see them for another like 3 weeks maybe, but if their nails do grow faster, I see them sooner. Using acetone, I'm going to wipe the nails, but I forgot to say, after you flash cure it, I do always just ask my clients to put all their nails back in the lamp for another 60 seconds before I wipe it with acetone. Because her nails were already shaped, I didn't use nail tips. I just want to make that clear. These were all a natural nail length, something that we've been working on for years now. She really maintains her nails, which makes me happy as a nail tech, and it means that I don't have to do too much when I am shaping. So yeah, happy days. I am using 100 to 100 nail file, so it's not too gritty and it's not too soft either. It gives me that nice shape. Again, this is all judgment call, but having a nail file that's not too rough, too coarse is the best idea. To do the nail art, I am going to be using all Mylee products. As you may know, I'm a Mylee ambassador. You can use my code SZNBEAUTY_15 when you shop at Mylee to get some percentage off. I will also put an affiliate link in the description where you can click and it will take you straight to the Mylee website. Tag me in your creations, guys. If you're buying anything, tell me. I love seeing you guys' creations. I am using Twist and Shine for the butter yellow color. I have tried other colors, and this one is gorgeous. Like, it's a very subtle yellow that I highly recommend. So if you're trying to get like butter yellow, this is the color for you. Twist and Shine from Mylee. And I'm just going to draw on French tips. It's quite cute, so she didn't want the French tips to be too thick, so I had to make sure that when I am using the liner brush, I'm making sure that I'm not doing too much. Again, it's always best. Sometimes I do always advise my clients, like, oh, your nail shape is this way, maybe it's best to use this type of French tip. As you guys know, there's many different types of French tips out there, and not all of them work best for specific nail shapes. So yeah, always advise your clients. I'd say you know best. You're the nail tech, you're the nail artist, you know best. And if you don't, it will take time, don't worry. So with this design, we just wanted something that's not too thick and not too thin, something that's there and it's prominent. But yeah, so this is why the French tips are looking like this. And is it me, but French tips actually take so long. Like, my application for Biab, for this one, it was like 30 minutes, literally 30 minutes to apply Biab. So if she wanted clear top coat, she would be done in 30. I am not even kidding you guys, because again, I didn't have to do too much with nail prep for her nails, and even if I did, usually it would take me a similar time, because I do that method where I do 2 fingers at a time. But when it now comes to French tip, we'll be here for ages because I'm trying to get the right shape. Anyway, enough yapping. Back to this. We are using a thin layer of blooming gel, and don't cure it. Do not cure it, just apply a thin layer of blooming gel. You don't want it too thick, by the way, so something light. And then that's when we will go in with a color to create the flower shapes that she wants. I am using a dotting tool and also a nice like pink with glittery gel color, and this is also from Mylee and it's called Pammy from memory. I'll put everything in the description as well, but just let that bloom for a second. Can you see how it's like blooming and it's creating that nice flower? So that's what I did. You have to move really fast when you're working with blooming gel, guys, like really fast. Don't play about. Once it's bloomed to what you want it to look like, stop right there and just cure it, even if it's flash curing it as I did, and then I will end up putting that in the main lamp for another 60 seconds once I have done these nice lines to create that flowery look. I lost the footage of me applying top coat, but I did. This is the finished look. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Please like this video, share it and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye.